Hi, my name is Tracey Tokuhama-Espinosa, and I'm very excited to be one of your speakers at the KOTESOL International Conference this coming October. Just a teeny bit about me. I teach a course called The Neuroscience of Learning, an Introduction to Mind, Brain Health, and Education at the Harvard University Extension School. I'm also an educational researcher at the Latin American Faculty of Social Science here in Ecuador. I had the honor of serving on the OECD's expert panel to discuss what is teachers' basic pedagogical knowledge. What are new things that teachers need to all know and learn about the brain and technology that can influence student learning outcomes? And I'm thrilled to be able to work with universities, schools, conference organizations around the world to spread the word about more up-to-date information about what really influences student learning outcomes as they relate to new findings that we have in neuroscience. However, probably one of the best credibility factors I might have for coming to talk to you is the fact that I have successfully raised 3 multilingual children who I'm very, very proud of. My daughter was made in Japan, born in Ecuador, but then we moved to Switzerland where the kids grew up for the first 6.5 years of their lives. They did, however, attend the German school, and I'm very proud to be half Japanese, although my family grew up in Hawaii. And on the other side, mother side of the family, they're Irish and American Indian. So we have a deep appreciation within my own family structure for foreign languages. My husband speaks 5 foreign languages fluently, including French, German, Japanese, English. Spanish is his native language. And it's been a wonderful experience for us. And we realize, we were very, very privileged to have the ability to grow up in different countries, which also facilitated my kids' language learning. But the fact that they are all multilingual, that they have English and Spanish as native home languages, but that they went through the German school system, so they have an academic language in German, in which they also had French as the second language within the schools, has just only open doors. My oldest daughter graduated from university recently. The 2 boys are in college, and I can say I would never have done anything differently. It's been wonderful living the experience with them, not just researching language acquisition in young children, but actually going through the motions and watching this evolve and understanding the deep differences there are, for example, between being orally fluent in a language and being able to read and write in another language. A lot of different things going on in the brain that I'm looking forward to sharing with you. I can't wait to come to Seoul. When we lived in Japan for 3.5 years in the early part of my marriage, we did visit once or twice. Unfortunately, I didn't get to see so much of the city because we were there more on a diplomatic functions than on holiday. But looking forward to coming. Can't wait to see your beautiful city. The topics that I'm going to be speaking on, I'll do one plenary session that has a lot to do with self-reflection. We as teachers, we hear a lot of things, and there's a lot of buzz going on about what we need to do, and these words of 21st century skills. But what is it specifically that we need to hone in on to be able to produce students that are successful in modern contexts and modern society? So my plenary speech is entitled, "You Can't Get Apples from a Pear Tree." So if we're looking towards these greater goals of 21st century skills, we cannot help but look to ourselves first. What are the skills that we individually need to be working on? What is it that you as a teacher need to be refining as far as skill sets that will help you be more successful in your classroom, as well as model the behavior that you're looking for in your students? After that, I'm going to be doing a workshop session that sort of dovetails off of this, but it has to do with creating a personalized and professional development program for 21st century skills. So helping individual teachers really see not just this broad umbrella concept of we all need to improve our 21st century skills, but what does that mean for you personally? What are the skills you already have, and what are the things that are out there that are desirable that would make you a better teacher? So we'll be working with a couple of different tools I've developed over the years that help personalize this experience that we're going to have in this larger conference. So what are my expectations coming out of this? I have really 2 big messages I hope that come through. One is that I really currently am experiencing this great satisfaction in seeing more interest in bilingual and multilingual education, especially in the United States. This is something that me growing up in Berkeley, California in the 60s, that we weren't exposed to a lot of this. We respected other languages, but there was also this fear that it would be too bad if you were bilingual because you'd cut your language potential in half, for example. So we had these very ignorant perceptions early on, but now I can see that around the world there's a greater appreciation for people with bilingual and multilingual skills. And that, is a great thing to celebrate. So I hope we can transmit that message. But the second big message, and I think probably most important, is to share with you new information that's coming out related to a greater number of very credible studies related to enhanced cognitive functions in bilingual children and the benefits, the overall cognitive benefits that this has for the brain, and how learning a foreign language early in life actually benefits not only language learning and cultural sensitivity and all of the other things that we've accepted over the years, but also see this greater benefit to cognitive enhancement. By learning an additional language, individuals have expanded executive functions, working memory, cognitive flexibility, inhibitory control, all of these things which serve people not only in academic contexts but throughout the rest of their life. Additionally, I am very, very excited to continue to spread the word about the roles that different people play. Parents should no longer believe that they drop the kids off at school and that's where language occurs. Schools should not just presume that the ESL teacher is the one who takes care of the language instruction, but rather accept that all of us, all teachers, all parents, are language teachers. All of us have a role to play in modeling correct language use, expanding vocabulary with the individuals in our lives. So hopefully an additional message that it will come through in some of the work that I'd like to share with you relates to the responsibility that we all play in enhancing language learning moments, as well as in motivating our students to see the greater benefits of foreign language acquisition in life. And with that, I just leave you with a quick invitation and some contact information. You're invited to review. I've sent in a 14-minute summary video of my plenary session if you're interested in watching that. You're also invited to look at any free material that's available on my website that relates to prior conferences or things that I've done, videos about this particular topic, about multilingualism. For example, there's a video there on myths of multilingualism, which I hope that you'll have the chance to look at. And if you do have questions before we meet, please do take the time to send me an email. I'd be very happy to respond to you before then and or after the conference if there's not enough time to talk individually. Looking forward to seeing you, meeting you in Korea. Thank you very much for the invitation.